Oh, okay. Wow. I this looks kind of weird, but I can work with this. All right. So new setup, a little bit of a different setup today. Hello, Galaxy. I'm gonna try this setup because I feel like the last time I did a reading stream, it was kind of hard for other people to see the words while I was showing them on screen. So I'm gonna try this setup, and hopefully the smaller screen doesn't make the words even harder to read. That's my hope, at least. Let's try and full screen this. Okay. It's already kind of wonky, I won't lie. Try moving this to this screen for a second. Okay. Yeah, that's still kind of wonky. A little wonky, won't lie. Hopefully, my hope at least is that it won't be too bad. That's my hope at least. And then let's see if we can fix some things here. Settings. Okay, video, output, 180, 30, output. Okay. Stream, general. Yeah, I think it should be. Hopefully it'll be okay when we start reading. Alright. So, like I said today, we are doing something a little different today. We're not gonna do any 2-star clears. We will try and do more 2-star clears on Thursday. But for today, I kind of just want to chillax a bit and do some reading. So, we've read so far Crushed Earth, Flickering Sparks, and Urban Legends. We have 3 more to go through, and which is Forgotten Lighthouse, Different, and Letter. Now, for those who weren't here the first time around to read Crushed Earth, Flickering Sparks, and Urban Legend, essentially what they are is... I'll try and summarize it the best I can without giving too much of a spoiler. Crushed Earth tells the story of 2 reunions who didn't want to be part of Reunion anymore and wanted to basically go on a pilgrimage to find these crusaders who claim that they live a life outside of technology. That's Crushed Earth's story. Flickering Sparks tells the story of Heavy Rain, how she got her name, and her past of how she survived, essentially. Urban Legends tells the story of Kirara and Benna, and them basically telling ghost stories to one another, one more real than the other. Alright, so that's summarized all 3 stories. So now we're going to Forgotten Lighthouse, Different, and Letter. Forgotten Lighthouse, I've seen the preview of it a little bit, but I haven't read it. So let's start reading. I love reading, bros. Alright, let's see the summary of it first. Blue Poison and Galactus investigate an abandoned building to the north of Iberia and meet Indigo, who found her way to the building while she was lost. She tells them what this building once was, a lighthouse. Okay. Let's hope that the new screen... Do tell me if the new screen is a little hard to read from. Specified coordinates. Target building outside matches taken outside. Whoop, hold on. Target building matches taken. Match description outlined preliminary survey report. Our team will now proceed into the building for an inspection. We may need to cut the transmission. Watch for flares in case for anything. Blue Poison, over and out. There's an entrance here. Doesn't look like the builders intended for this to be here. The edges are pretty rough, like it was hacked open with an axe. Perhaps the bounty hunters did this. I heard some of them like to come treasure hunting here. That's probably because they aren't Iberians. Right? Ruins like this are more toxic to those who got out of that alive. As for the ones that stay behind, the church, the inquisitors, they have no way to make it here. They really paid too high a price. They wouldn't want any of this. It's just like how I never wanted to look at my legs when I was a kid. No matter how much I tried, I couldn't run. Iberia as it is now doesn't want to see any of those broken parts. Look at you, using yourself as an analogy again. I'm starting to feel bad. I can tell you're joking this time. Electromagnetic pulse field release. So should we go up or down? Your call. I'm thinking up. I'm not entirely sure why, but I feel up is the way to go. This place is like a tower. Tower? How tall do you think it is? That part stands above ground at most 3 stories. What purpose could it be? In that case, we should go down. You just reminded me that we have no idea how far down it might go. Let's find out then. Don't worry, I got you. And don't worry, I got your back. That puts my mind at ease at least. But I do hope we won't end up in a fight. This kinda reminds me of the movie The Lighthouse. If anyone still remembers that. The line system is busted. You can't fix it. The Iberian technology here is several decades old. Their wiring is nothing like Raytheon's. If you gave me a few days. Don't worry about it then. We'll let closure and the engineering worry about it later. We won't be staying in this coffin pit for long. Coffin. It's an analogy. Or maybe not. There is a foul stench lingering in this building. It's been abandoned for years, then it was flooded with seawater and buried by mud. This really gives me lighthouse vibes. Say, if we don't talk, do you suppose we'll hear ghosts screaming? Ghosts? Oh, it's just a joke. Try not to tug so hard on my clothes. I like this new outfit a lot. Oh. We should switch on our portable originium lamps. Now it's much brighter. I seem to be a big fan of these technological ruins. It's kind of technology only existed in coastal towns of the past. You don't see them much in Iberia these days. What are they for? For observation? To relay signals? Could it be for sightseeing? Perhaps it's for locking people up. Possibly. When we look at Iberia of the past, we see some technology that they left behind, like gold covered in dust. Yet during those radiant times, there were countless bones buried underneath El Dorado. I'm sorry. What are you apologizing for? The bones of the Aegir who took my ancestors away to Iberia have been long eroded by the sea waves. I don't hate Iberia, nor do I hate the Aegir people. Now I suppose I don't even hate myself as much anymore. This is all thanks to the doctor and you, Blaku. Does this technology give you any bad memories? All I care about is whether this place will be of use to Rhodes Island. In the end, this is what we are for, no? Right. We're here to scout out the surrounding to analyze the data. and to confirm what we can retrieve. Bad this place has been torn apart inside out. Or it was just the time and the environment, the place wouldn't be this wrecked. Look at this part here. It went so far. What's wrong? Why did you pull out Franker? You're Franker all of a sudden. There's a ghost. A ghost? You mean a shadow in the path ahead? It isn't moving. Doesn't seem to be alive. Judging from his getup, it seems he was a bounty hunter. We haven't made it very far from the entrance. Perhaps he was one of the one who cracked it open. He died here after he came inside. Oh, I see. Wait, let's not get any closer yet. Still don't know how he died. You think it could be dangerous? A bounty hunter died so close to the entrance. We'll have to watch out for whatever killed him. I can smell the scent of seawater. Seawater? We're pretty far from the shore. You don't mean... Though Blue Poison told Glacus to stay where she is, she continues to walk towards the corpse. She kneeled down about a meter away, observing it closely. Okay, it's just some seagrass. It's a full skeleton. No sign he was eaten by any monsters. There was no other fatal injuries. No trace of common toxins that could lead to death either. Judging from his posture, he likely got himself tied up in the seagrass and drowned. I don't see any seawater though. It's dry everywhere. Take a closer look. Look at the rust left on the wall. I see more areas rusted than others. This place was flooded twice then. Seawater destroyed the building the first time around. Whatever function it was, whatever its function was, that was when it failed. The second time, the seawater gushed into this place again, flooding its insides once more. And this poor bastard happened to be here at the time. He likely thought he'd hit Jackboy and was happily tearing away at the things in the wall. He didn't manage to escape in time when the seawater began to flood the building, and the seagrass had his arms caught. He lost his life after struggling for a while. You can't blame him. He was a Kuranta. Poor guy. They don't know the strength of the sea. The doctor once mentioned that research on the ocean is probably, for the most part, done only by a handful of oceanologists. It's not a very popular field. Kuranta, Arknights, Kuranta. Ah, interesting. Okay. Well, it's not really that strange. We're only interested in the things that we can see and conquer. Perhaps the Iberia of the past was the sole exception. It's all in the past. I haven't seen the ocean myself either. I'm not even sure why you're so sensitive to the scent of seawater. I mean, she is a jellyfish. Oh wait, no, a frog. Have you heard of that rumor? About the disasters. We don't talk about that. That's not allowed in Iberia. You're all used to avoiding the subject. It's hard to kick your habits. We don't talk much about our homeland and Rhodes Island. Besides, each of us has a different impression of that incident, and sometimes even that whole area. I've talked to Weedy about it. Both of us are Aegers who grew up in Iberia, and I've come to realize that Iberia in her eyes is totally different from the one I see. That's nothing strange, no? If you're not allowed to discuss the incident, then the only thing you'll remember is the small fragments you saw with your own eyes. They are taking the chance to piece the fragments together from the people. There's only two of us now. I could talk about it, but I'm afraid to do that. It's like something has my throat blocked. I'm worried that as soon as I talk, the shadows cast on the path here will charge towards me. And I say even though I know that it's just shadows cast by the Originium lamps. Shadows. What a fine analogy. They skillfully redirect everyone's attention away, such as that they fear the shadows rather than the enormous truth that lies behind. It's so cold, but I'm sweating. In the past, I would never imagine that I could stand here and talk to you about this. Everyone feels that way. I suppose this pitch black, sealed off building is protecting us. There's a dead body here. We don't know what lies ahead, but this keeps me even more at ease than a wide open space. Walls here give a false sense of security, a sense that everything's under our control. You're right. At least there's another pair of eyes staring at us. Don't say that. Do not say that. Now I'm not so sure about that. Stop trying to scare me. Okay, I'll stop. Back to the topic of the disaster. The Inquisition isn't exactly to blame for that decision. Decision not talk about that was made by the Aegir who came ashore. Huh? I guess it was a form of self-protection. Self-protection. Do you know why the Aegir came ashore? I don't know. I thought we were meant to be here to begin with. Though it seems most Iberians don't agree with that. I mean, most see you'd be hard pressed to find, an Aegir or, a sea creature coming on land. It's not something you see every day. Yeah. But you know more than we do, at the very least. It's funny. History is slowly disappearing from the Aegir's memories, and we are the ones who remember any of it. My ancestors were taken away by the Aegir some 100 years ago. They wanted, they wanted the toxic ability that we were born with. Why is that? They kept extracting the toxin for experiments. They're trying to figure out whether these subterranean toxins could be used as some kind of weapon. What are they trying to attack with that? I have no idea. How could I have seen it? My elders tell me it was an enormous, terrifying monster that doesn't exist on land. It's from the sea. All I can say is that's extraordinarily likely. I thought about asking the doctor, or Dr. Calcit, or even the hunters directly. Once I happened upon Operator Scotty. The question immediately rose to the top of my mind. I doubt she'd tell you. Right. I don't think so either. I didn't ask her in the end. I'm not sure I have the courage to find out the truth. Just like the Aegers who came ashore, it took them several hundred years to forget that fear. That's how they could finally put roots in their minds with ease. Put down roots with their mind at ease to slowly become part of Iberia. No one would cast aside the new life they earned for themselves to fight what could be an endless war. Especially not when nobody knows when that disaster would actually strike. When it actually strikes, everything could be futile. Even I wish I could live a new life. Even the doctor has taught me so much. Even after the doctor has taught me so much. In that case, perhaps we should turn back then. We can still make it. Perhaps. Still going straight ahead. Oh, you're right. Still going straight. Thinking back after all these years, I haven't once thought giving up my abilities to use my toxin. Perhaps I never managed to break free from the souls of those Aegir who enslaved my ancestors. Deep down in my heart, I believe that these toxins will get the enemies they are meant for. How far have we come? I lost track. Too. How is deeper than I expected. Taller. The confined spacer seems to be disrupting our senses. This really feels, hold on. This really feels like, what, Lovecraftian stuff going on right now. With the sea, with all the sea talk, and all the, and all the talk about, like, what, the ancestors being dragged away for their toxin, and this terrifying monster that only exists in the sea. It genuinely feels like something straight out of the Cthulhu mythos. Or something like from Colors of Out of Space kind of stories. Jeez, man. And it doesn't help that they're both, what, Aegir. And doesn't help that they're both, what... Well, one of them's an Aegirian. Jeez, man. Spence is killing me. I think I'm hallucinating. What did you see? Light up ahead. And I think it's slowly floating upwards. Switch your light off. Amid the darkness, there's a white light swaying not far away. We'll pause and make sure it isn't a reflection of their lamps. Is it an illusion? Or is it real? Which scenario is more dangerous? Let's get closer. Slowly now, don't surprise them. Is it a threat? Prepare for combat. Franker at the ready. Alright, we'll be making contact soon. There's a corner up ahead. Watch my hand. I'll knock 3 times. On the count of 3. A bolt whizzes through the air. It strikes the fuzzy light. No, not quite. Just as it's about to strike the object, its trajectory curves side. It's no problem. No one can see it. The bolts went to right after it was shot. One in the front, one in the back, capturing the light. The very next moment, the white light suddenly expands. Ranker maximum power. Wait. Amplifying microwave. Mean no harm. Is that an operator? My back. What a shockwave. Please don't do that again. If it's mercy you want, you should stop casting, caster. You mean my light? No, you're mistaken. This is for lighting up my surroundings. I defended myself on reflex. Please believe me. I don't want to hurt you all. No wonder. It feels kind of warm and bright. Nothing about it makes me feel sick. Glau, don't let your guard down just yet. Originium arts are not to be underestimated. It seems a little special even. Put it down, please. Could you move your bolt away from my neck? Just a little, please. Jeez, man. I'm too scared to even breathe right now. I can lower my crossbow. But you need to drop your staff too. If you try anything funny, believe me, your reflexes are no match for my bolt. Okay. The light extinguishes as soon as the girl throws her staff away. Originium lamp. Alright. That light was yours. Are you after Paris? No, that isn't what I meant. I was waiting down below. There's no one else here when I saw your light. I thought maybe somebody decided to check this place out, so I started climbing the stairs to meet this guest. You said you've been here for a while. Who are you? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Arya. Well, Arya, are you an Iberian? Yes. Why is it obvious? Figured I'd ask. If you said no, I would have guessed Colombian or Victorian. I have my ways to make you talk. Why? That's sending chills down my spine. You're an Iberian and a caster. Your origin and art's work as a light. Are you affiliated with the Inquisition? Inquisition? No, I've never met them. I haven't even met them. I haven't ever met them. What are you doing here then? Isn't this almost an interrogation? We're here to check this place out. It's more efficient to ask her directly. Besides, it doesn't seem like she noticed anything's off yet. Just hold on, let me go look this up. Arknights. Arya. What am I doing here again? I'm not sure myself, actually. You have amnesia, perhaps? No, of course not. I remember how I got here, and that I spent a couple of days here. 2 days ago, I asked a local about any opportunities to make some money in the area. I needed to work, otherwise I would go hungry. Took the last few coins I had and told me I could come and seek riches here. Not like she ran into a con man. He might have mistaken you for a bounty hunter. A lot of bounty hunters used to come to this area in the past. You have a staff and you look like from a rather well-off family by your appearance. They may have thought you were an aristocrat young lady looking for adventure. Aristocratic young lady. Adventure. Is that so? They must have misunderstood me. They probably didn't. They could tell away what a gullible girl you are. Oh man, smiles. Is that funny? No, my friend here may be a little shy around strangers, but she seems to be worried about you. Cough. Bro. Why, thanks. It's okay, I'm just lost, and since I saw a lighthouse here, I thought I'd come and rest here in a while. Rest in here a while. Huh? I was lost, yes. No, that isn't what I was asking. You said this used to be a lighthouse? Oh yes. You can find lighthouses everywhere in Iberia. Have you never seen one before? Big head. Perhaps they're only seen along the coastlines. I've been away for about half a year now, and the towns farther from the coast don't have lighthouses. Interesting. Did you grow up by the sea? Yes, and not far away from here. It's a small town that you probably haven't heard of it yet. How's it doing? Okay, I guess. There aren't that many people, so we got along very well. My teacher said we were lucky. The sea disaster spared our home. That's great. Well, except for our lighthouse. Ever since that day, our lighthouse has never lit up again. Since that day? Right, that one day several decades ago. The day when disaster struck. In that one brief moment, the entire Iberian coastline was shrouded in darkness. Ever since, it never lit up again. Arya, you seem to be rather familiar with lighthouses. And that's because I grew up in one. In a lighthouse like this. Please don't get the wrong idea. My town's lighthouse is in much better condition. There wasn't a lot of damage, it just wouldn't light up anymore. The mechanical parts, the central control system, the power circuits, the automation core, the outside wall hologram emitter, the wireless communication were all fine. My teacher would take me around the lighthouse every day to inspect and maintain everything. According to the manual, we even repaired the outside walls regularly. Why, I can confidently say that aside from the aging material, our lighthouse is in great condition as it was decades ago. It's amazing. Your eyes light up whenever you're talking about your lighthouse, just like when I talk to anyone else about Franker. Do you and your teacher manage the lighthouses? Oh, I'm sorry if I forgot to mention. Yes, my teacher is a glorious lighthouse keeper. Yeah, this is really giving me the lighthouse vibes. As for me, I'm afraid I'm not there yet. The lighthouse only needs one official keeper, and I'm just an apprentice. It's been so long since I left, so I guess I'm not even an apprentice anymore. You left long ago, but you still remember all the steps like the back of your hand. That's because I recite them every day. So I recite them before bed every night. You really love your job, Arya. I want to see the scenery my teacher described to me. If something her teacher described to her too. So this goes back generations, huh? Under the night sky, a multitude of intersecting courses in the sea lit up by the lighthouse. All the grand drilling rigs and the sea fort glimmering in the darkness as ships large and small come and go in their surrounding. It was far more bustling than any city on land, and far more radiant than even when the sun burned its brightest. If you got close enough, you could even see the underwater cities that Iberian eagers built along the continental shelf. Jeez man, this English. All this was possible thanks to the thousands of lighthouses that stood on the Iberian coastline. Now, disaster struck our energy system. None of the lighthouses can ever lit up again as they once did. Yet my teacher and I stayed to tend to the lighthouses. Every night my teacher would try and light it. The signal lamp doesn't work, so we made a new light source. Our lighthouse may not be able to stand in for a real lighthouse and illuminate the whole sea around us. Only a small corner. And ships may have long stopped sailing the sea. But we are still here. And you'll be there to watch the lighthouse even if the coastline will forever remain silent? Yes, we will. This is the top of the lighthouse. I inspected it a couple of days ago. The lighthouse is in really bad shape. There was hardly anything left of it before. This is the only thing still here. What is it? It's a kind of energy core that Iberian lighthouses use. The most advanced technology they use, and also the first to be destroyed. Is it broken? The original technology was lost. Neither I nor my teacher could restore its design. Without the complete energy system, we don't have a way to use the core in its full potential. I really hope this ends with them lighting up the lighthouse, man. We've got this far, you might as well light up the lighthouse. Perhaps if you don't mind, I would like to take this back to Rhodes Island and inspect it with closure. Oh, I'm not saying I have a good grasp of this. Iberian technology from those days have some really special wiring. Just like this core. I can tell that it's not based around Originium technology. It doesn't use Originium as its energy source? Not quite. It most likely still uses Originium for its energy, but the foundation of the technology is very different. I'm even thinking that perhaps Origin energy isn't the best power source for this device. Oh. What's the matter? Is what I'm talking about too boring? Can you relight up the lighthouse again? I think it's worth a try. It may take a while. I think I want to come with you. Huh? Does that Rhode Island you're talking about need people like me? I don't know much, but I'll work as hard as I can. First, you need a resume. What's a resume? Oh, come on. She's just like me. Weird. Why am I feeling kind of dizzy? Huh? Passed out. What's the matter? Shrugs. Oh. Did she get poisoned? Here I was thinking that Lydia is immune to toxins like you are. Lydia. Though it seems like it just took longer for it to affect her. How should I say this? Perhaps her body isn't special in any way. She's just a little slow? Let's try not to analyze it right now. You have an antidote. You're out on a mission with me alone, so you got to have one, right? Relax, the paralysis is only temporary. Let's head outside. She should come around after she gets a little breeze. Disable EMP field. Finally. How are you, ladies? Have you run into any trouble? Only a brief interlude. Oh, you're finally awake. Sorry, it seems like I fell asleep. I came back around sooner than I expected. No need to worry, our investigation was a success. So why can I hear a third person? Sounds like the young lady whom I've not had the pleasure. We've met her at the mission location. Her name is Arya. She gave us some valuable information. She'll be coming with us to Rhodes Island to hand PR her resume. Let me welcome you in advance. Right, in conclusion, this was a lighthouse. A lighthouse, did I hear that right? Our informant said it looked really complicated by looks. Oh, that was some important facility. It was built before that disaster in Iberia. I get it now. The infrastructure is still pretty intact, but the related technology suffered heavy damage. I'm not for sure how much we can retrieve from here. And let the engineering team following this up know. This place has the potential to become a new Rhodes Island office. Okay. If it actually ends up becoming a new office, I'll probably have to run back and forth all the time, won't I? And it's so close to that place too. Well, I guess we don't have much of a choice. We aren't the only ones that need this either. The informant said that there have been some refugees who escaped the destroyed towns to the south. They have a tough journey ahead and they'll need someone to look out for them. Right. Perhaps this lighthouse will end up being fairly useful. We can provide medical services to the infected in the area. And those who need, we can watch the tides that draw closer to the land day after day. It may not shine the area anymore, but we can still watch over this coastline. That was pretty wholesome. I won't lie, that was pretty wholesome. Didn't light up the lighthouse in the end, so kind of disappointed with that. But overall, really, really good story. This was better than what I was expecting, honestly. Wow. Okay, that was a long story. How long was that? Jeez, man, nearly half an hour. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let's take a moment to breathe before we do that. Before we jump into that again. Let's do a little bit of what? Let's do one stage. We're not here to do stages. This is not a stage stream. This is not a normal stream. We're just here to do a little bit of stages, and then we'll go back reading. Okay, wow, hold on. I still need to process all that. Okay. So the stage has the birds that will dive bomb you, and also has these creatures, La Critura. So I have to worry about those too. These act as dive bombers. So spend your sanity, then read lores. Yeah, okay. Okay, alright. Let's spend a little bit of sanity. What's a fast place to burn sanity? I have 4. I have 4? Okay, wow, alright. I guess, what? Alright, fast way to burn sanity. Let's go. Okay, wow, I did not remember having 4 of these. I need a moment. Give me a second. Basically bring flash grenade stage. Alright. If we fail, we fail. Oh, give me a second. Wow. Also, note that you can get 20 sanity per day from canteen option. The new anniversary is quite easy too. Better off doing a 400 clear of Annie 1 over a refund Annie 2. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Okay. Wow, I just got a call from my boss telling me that I need to come in to go check on something. That's fun. That's always fun to hear. Alright. I'm gonna... what? I don't think this counter's ready for the new Annie. I'm not... I want to do the anniversaries in, what? In quick succession. Full sanity. Dude, I want to spend sanity, mate. Come on, man. Literally, as I'm trying to spend sanity, I immediately level up. Okay, dude. You know what? I shouldn't be complaining. I really shouldn't be complaining. I don't have enough sanity. The irony of all this is that I don't have enough sanity on my main account, but I have a ton of sanity on this account. Okay. I'm gonna have to come in and go check on something at work for a bit. So, I'm gonna have... Unfortunately, really unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end things a little early today before we continue reading the lore. Don't worry, Thursday isn't going to be a lore reading stream. We're actually going to be doing some stages. And I do want to clear... Bro, okay. Let's let the music play out first. Okay, I do want to clear, what? More Monster Hunter. At least, at the very, very least, I want to try and clear CF6. If I can... I'm not even gonna try CF7 and 8 because I know those stages are really, really difficult. But at the very minimum, I want to try clear CF6 to get the one extra Originium. CF8 is easy. CF8, yeah, okay, I agree. CF8 is easy. I'd argue it's actually easier than CF6 and CS7. Fortunately, the road to get to CF8 is pretty free. Yeah, that's true. The road to get there, though, is... Ooh, it's not a fun stage. It is not a fun road. Okay, not gonna lie. It's not a fun road to get to CF8. But at the very least, if we can get to CF8, then I should be able to farm that stage for mats. Hopefully. Bring flash grenades and borrow a unit, agreed. But unfortunately, I might have to do that on a different stream because I'm gonna have to go very soon. So, okay, I'll be honest. I watched a few videos saying that you can clear the fire within the sand without using any operators. It's very, very difficult, I won't lie, but it's possible, and I'm very interested in that now. After hearing that, I'm now very interested in Fire Within the Sand. I thought it was going to be like the trial stage where like it's a very endgame-ish content, but no, it's actually rather interesting. Okay, now you have my attention. Now you have my attention. You can get like 60 points in 10 minutes without any combat. Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay, so I've watched a few guides, but I still have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going in. Just retreating on day 5. Fascinating. So I have no idea what I am coming into Fire Within the Sand for. I'm still very, very blank on that. I haven't even done Fire Within the Sand on my normal account just yet. So Thursday, if we can, we'll try and clear CF6 and 7, and hopefully we can reach CF8. CF9, I'm not even gonna bother with that. I'm really just not gonna even bother with the Rathalos stage. You know, I'll just clear it in Monster Hunter, the actual Monster Hunter game. It'll be fine. And then after that, we can do some Fire Within the Sand. So I think the new format I'm happy with right now, at least, is doing like one lore stream, and then the rest of the days we can do game stages. Because as crazy as it might sound, I actually do enjoy Arknights lore. It's very interesting to me, at least. But yeah, I have to go now. I'm actually I'm actually wasting a lot of time. Thank you all for watching. A sub, like, something. CF9 can be soloed by Suture and Flash Grenades. Just redeploy the relic. Maybe. And the redeploy relic. Ah, okay, I know what you mean, I know what you mean. But, yeah, I don't... Maybe. Maybe, right? But for now, let's just try and clear CF6. Let's not look too far ahead into the future yet. We don't even know if we can reach CF9. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next stream. Thank you all for coming. And sorry this stream was so short. Goodbye.